Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, as always, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. A lot to talk about. Auburn gets underway, obviously, it being Easter on Sunday. They're going to have a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series with Mississippi State down in Starkville. So Auburn gets the runner-up last weekend, takes 2 or 3 from Vandy. Now you get the reigning World Series champion on the road at Mississippi State. So that's going to be now Mississippi State. They're kind of fat and happy, 4-8 in the league. They surprisingly they did lose their ace Landon Sims earlier this year. He's got to have he's already had Tommy John surgery, I believe. So 19-15, 4-8 on the year. So Auburn really needs to go in there and win that series. They hopefully expect to go in there and win that series. So we'll talk about that a little bit, break that down a little bit. Auburn had a midweek game on the road at Mercer softball. They ruled Mercer last night 10-0. So that's good. Auburn's got a chance after having a couple of down series, taking a little bit of a step backwards. They got a chance to get right here because they played Mercer, and then they have because there's only 13 teams in the league, they get Niagara for a 3-game series. They're going to play a doubleheader on Friday and then play one on Saturday, and Niagara's not great, so they maybe the bats can get warmed up and they get back to their winning ways. They can feel a little bit better about themselves before they have to get back into SEC play, and they'll have a couple of, I think, out of conference games next week too. So hopefully those two can get right. We'll look at the post-spring depth chart for football. A lot of talk about this Auburn team. We had some comments yesterday. 21 guys leaving, only 4 coming in through the portal. You do have the new incoming recruiting class coming in as well, but which positions do we look at, and what do they really look like right now as far as those position groups? We'll take a look at that and break that down a little bit. But first, just want to start off on a sad note. Former Auburn quarterback Jeff Klein passing away yesterday, I think, 2:36 p.m. It just stage 4 cancer. This was a terrible situation. His wife leaves his wife and 3 small children. This all happened really, really quick.
So quickly, Andy.
I'm sure most everybody remembers. I mean, he was a backup quarterback at Auburn back in the late 90s. I remember when you first mentioned Jeff Klein, the first thing that comes to mind was for me is that game against Tennessee. Ben Lear got hurt, and we had to go. And I think Tennessee they were a top 5 team, if I remember. It seemed like maybe they were number 3. I'm not 100% sure about that, but we go out there, and he knows he's going to be the starter, and we've got a plan set up for him. I think maybe get him a nice easy throw to get off to a good start and pick 6. Yeah, and it did. And Auburn was in the game. Auburn didn't play that terribly that day, but nonetheless, that's kind of the memory. He just kind of got thrown into the fire, as it were. But again, it just a tragic situation. This from his wife She wrote this, posted this, surrounded by his loved ones at 2:36 p.m. this afternoon. The love of my life was called home. His passing was peaceful and immediately followed the ceasing of life support. After 2 long and painful days, I finally get to see our precious boys. Please continue to pray the Lord would grant me the words and wisdom on how to talk to my babies about how our lives have been completely changed. And obviously this is going to be a life-altering moment for that family, and certainly they will be in our prayers, and our condolences go out to the Klein family, former Auburn quarterback Jeff Klein.
And was on staff, I believe, is it Notasulga High School?
Teacher, I think it was
coach?
A teacher and a coach, yeah.
Yeah, Notasulga or Lochapoka, I can't remember which one. And very close with Cole Kubelik. You know, there is, of course, a fund set up for the family for medical expenses and funeral and just in general. And our Auburn people I know have already begun to step up big time for that. Just tragic. I mean, how do you sit down with your boys and explain that? It happens so quickly. But, you know, we know, and I know this isn't a religious program, but we know that Jeff Klein knows the Lord, and he's in a better place. Lived a phenomenal life, a quality life, leader of young men, and we're thankful for that, and pray for his family ongoing for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it, for sure. No transition from that, no easy one, so I won't try to make one. We'll just say that you know, we wish that family well, and certainly they'll be thought about, and hopefully, you know, they'll certainly be taken care of. We'll just leave it at that. It also came out today. We'll just switch gears. This is the Auburn Blitz. We'll talk about Auburn football, Auburn sports. That's what Jeff Klein loved, and that's what we all love. The FPI, ESPN FPI, comes out and says, Auburn, hey, congratulations. You got the hardest schedule in the country.
Well, we had the second hardest last year, right?
Yeah, I think so. Auburn's always going to be in the top 5 probably in strength of schedule, just because of the fact that you're going to have to play Texas A&M, you're going to have to play Georgia, and you're going to have to play Alabama.
Yeah, every year.
So, and not to mention the other SEC schools that Auburn has struggled with at times. And
well, Andy, we switched places with Mississippi State, didn't we? Weren't they 1 last year and we were 2?
I think Arkansas was 1.
Arkansas was 1. Yeah. That's correct.
But Mississippi State, number 2 this year. Arkansas has fallen all the way down to number 13. So they got it easy.
Sam made a little adjustment. Well, those schedules are done years in advance. Yeah. So that's the thing.
Yeah, they got Texas off their schedule, so that probably helped that strength of schedule. But Auburn with number 1 strength of schedule in the entire country. Mississippi State number 2, Georgia Tech. Vandy number 4. I'm sure Vandy appreciates that.
Poor
Tennessee
Vandy.
number 5. So Alabama 6, A&M 7, South Carolina 8, LSU 9, Arkansas 13, Florida 15. Let's see, any other? No, that's it for Missouri 25. So
it just speaks to the insanity of our conference, Andy. When people say, "Oh, these SEC people," they just, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's just an unprecedented time in our conference for a lot of sports, but especially football and baseball as well. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But hey, we can't do anything about the schedule. Just line up and play them.
Absolutely. And that's with Auburn opening with 5 straight home games, by the way.
Yeah.
And you get 2 that you're very manageable to start things off. Then you get Penn State at home. Then I think you get LSU and who is it? Maybe.
Is it Missouri?
Is it Missouri after that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't remember. We'll look at that during the break. But nonetheless, it is what it is. There's no reason to complain about it. No reason to bellyache about it. This is what it is. So, like I said, this is what it's going to be pretty much every year. Auburn's got to deal with it. They need to come out of the gate. They need to that we've talked about it quite a bit. That Penn State game is pivotal, and that's the one that Auburn needs to be circling right now. If they can win that game, then I think they're off to a really nice start. You went into LSU last year and got that win. They got a new coach now. Who knows what that's going to look like with Brian Kelly coming in, but you get them at home in week 4. If you could start out 4-0, then I think everybody feels a lot better about this team and maybe the prospects of it moving forward. So a lot riding on next year, though, for sure. All right, let's look at this depth chart as far as the offense and defense are concerned, and just talk about a little bit some of the stronger position groups and where Auburn is in need right now of some assistance. And then we'll carry this over to the next segment. It starts with quarterback T.J. Finley, Zach Calzada, Robbie Ashford, and Holden Gardner in the quarterback room. And don't know who's going to win that one, but I think it's up for grabs as far as the fall practice is concerned.
I don't think you could put a 1, 2, 3 on any of those. Obviously, Holden Gardner's 4.
Yeah.
From my perspective, Andy, where did this depth chart come from, originate from?
Auburn, inside the Auburn Tigers.
Inside the Auburn Tigers, okay. Well, like I said, put them in a bag and shake them up on quarterback right now.
Yeah.
I know what we see.
Yeah, these are not necessarily in any order. This is just the
okay.
groups.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Now, you could say, I mean, I put them in order of class.
Okay. All right.
We got to take our first break here, but don't go anywhere. Love to hear from you. 256-234-6221. More to come right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
AuburnBlitz. Plumbing, A&M Plumbing. Service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing. Service at its best when you need it most.
It's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Take your pick of the brand new Chevrolet Silverado Trail buses. The full-size pickups equipped for off-roading adventures. They're ready to roll. Now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet and discounted up to $5,000 off while they last. And you can get 0% financing on many new Chevrolet cars, trucks, and SUVs.
We have over 200 new and used vehicles on the ground or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate. 551 Big Fish, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. Ty says we do get Mizzou after LSU,
Yeah.
and he's hoping for 3-2 at least. Don't think we can be any worse than 3-2.
Well, we can't.
Well, we better not be. If we are, then it's going to be a long year for Auburn.
Yeah.
All right, looking at the depth chart, post-spring depth chart, running back room. Look, I like the running back room. Tank Bigsby, you get a 100% hopefully healthy Jarquez Hunter, Jordan Ingram, Sean Jackson, and the newcomer Damari Alston, probably destined for a red shirt. But we'll see what he brings to the, what he brings to the room, coming in from the recruiting class.
Andy, I'm gonna give you a dark horse for every position room. You ready for my dark horse? Sean Jackson.
Okay.
I just like what he's done. They put him on scholarship.
Yeah.
Now, last year, Worm kind of fell into a particular role, and of course he left. I hope that we use those three guys. And Jordan, I wasn't that impressed with Jordan Ingram last year, especially during the spring game. Didn't see a whole lot out of him Saturday, but I really like Sean Jackson. I hope he jumps in there and gets an opportunity to do some things. They're really high on him.
Right, that's true. I mean, we had a third down specialist last year. Do you think we'll use more of Tank Bigsby, throwing him out of the backfield? We saw a lot of that on Saturday.
Because I think Sean Jackson is more of a square your shoulders, north-south runner. I mean, he weighs about 220,
He's
something
about
like that.
230, I think.
Yeah, and I don't think
maybe he's a 3rd and 1 up the middle.
Third down special if it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
I think we're going to use Tank more. Obviously, we're going to hand Tank the football out of the tailback position, and I think he may even take over that role of the 3rd down situation that we used Worm with, out in the flat. But Jarquez Hunter can do that too.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I like the running back room. Not worried at all about that.
Interesting comments from Ike Hilliard, the new wide receiver coach. He said the first job is to change the stigma, remove the stigma of this wide receiver room. Everybody looks at this right now and says Auburn's got to have some more receivers. This receiver group's not very good. Shedrick Jackson coming back, Javarius Johnson, Malcolm Johnson. Those are listed right now as kind of your 3 starters, although Xavier Capers had a nice A-Day. Landon King, you throw him in there. Tavares Dawson, the new one, Jay Fair, new. And then you got some new guys coming in as well, Omari Kelly and Camden Brown. What kind of impact will they make? Yeah. But when you look at that from top to bottom, I mean, Landon King has shown the fact he's got great hands. So he catches a lot. What are you going to get out of Malcolm Johnson? I don't. He's got Malcolm Johnson, Javarius Johnson are the 2 guys that have really got to, and Dawson. Those 3 guys have got to step up and I mean, is it possible that they step up and what can they? what kind of value can they add to the team?
Andy,
that's
this is the only room where I really don't have a dark horse because I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, Landon King. I wonder Landon King. I wonder what he runs the 40 in.
He's not a blazing guy. Yeah. He's not super fast, but I mean he has a knack of getting open.
Yeah, and so I'm hoping. I don't think he will because of the numbers, but you know I'm hearing a lot of great things about Jay Fair. But then he's
the blazer.
He's a freshman.
He's supposed to be really, really fast.
Yeah.
And you saw some of that in the 8A game.
Yeah.
He and Dawson both. Those are two guys that are supposed to be. That's your speed guys.
But you know what I like? I like Ike Hilliard because Hilliard's coming in saying, "Hey, look, we got to get this going."
Yeah.
And no excuses. He recognizes what work is ahead of him, and I like Ike Hilliard. I think that was a great hire, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he develops this room.
Yeah,
this is the big question mark for me, Andy, is the wide receiver core.
Well, you're bringing in. Normally, we've used that wide receiver coach as a recruiter. Mm-hmm. That's basically what we've been using it for. Mm-hmm. We bring a guy in that's been coaching wide receivers in the NFL for years. Yeah. We bring really an established name. And will that make a huge difference? Well, I hope it will. We all hope it will.
And Andy, everybody talks about, well, Alabama, Saban, you want to get ready for the next level, you go to Alabama. I mean, how can you argue with that with the number of players they have in the league right now? But if I'm a wide receiver, Ike Hilliard's at Auburn. Ike Hilliard is, man, he can teach the game. He can recruit too. He knows more about how to get to the NFL as a wideout as a ton of them. So I'm excited. I'm babbling like a kid. I'm excited about Ike Hilliard.
Yeah.
And what he's going to bring to the coaching staff and to that wide receiver room.
Tight end, everybody knows John Schenker, Luke Deal, Tyler Fromm. Brandon, quite a few catches in the 8A game. The new guy, Michael Riley Ducker, he's the freshman coming in this class, did not play in the 8A game as far as I know. That's about as solid, that room. Everybody understands what you're going to get from those guys, and that room has stepped up big time last year, and hopefully that will continue again.
I agree. Andy, I'll say this again with full confidence. I would put our tight end room up against almost any tight end room in the country. Yeah. I just really would. Now I'm talking about from the whole package: blocking, toughness, routes, catching the football. And Brian Harsin asks a lot of his tight ends.
Yeah.
And we got some good ones. So,
offensive line, you gotta look. These guys, for the first time in their careers, they've got the same offensive line coach.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Will Friend is going to make a big difference in just that continuity. But we'll take a look at the tackles and the guards. Who's going to be the backups? Who's going to be the starters? Maybe some difference. Maybe some guys you throw in there that have an opportunity to step up.
A lot of names on these lines, ain't it?
There's quite a few guys we got in those positions. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new, convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Just a few segments left in today's program. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. Give them a call today, 256-397-0248, 256-397-0248. Taking a look at the post-spring depth chart for the Auburn Tigers. We're looking at this offensive line, a much maligned offensive line, but Nick Brahms coming back for a super senior year. That he's going to be your starter in the interior there. But you got a nice backup in Jalil Irvin. Hopefully he'll get some playing time as well because Auburn's got this is one of the, to be perfectly honest, depth is one of your attributes this year on the offensive line. You got a lot of names you can throw out there, a lot of guys that have gotten a little bit some experience. Brandon Council, if he will come back, and hopefully he's 100% healthy, as he's kind of been banged up a little bit. But if he's slimmed down a little bit, if he's in shape, he's a really good guard, as well as Keandre Jones, the young guy who stepped up. So, and you've heard so much Cameron Stutz finally after 4 years in the program, looks like he's finally at a point where he can contribute consistently. So those guys on the interior, the center and the guard positions, you feel pretty good about. Now the tackle, Killian Zaire said he's finally 100% healthy. Knee's as good as it felt since he's post-surgery. What are you going to do at the other side? You got Austin Troxell out there. You got Brendan Coffey. You got Alec Jackson. Or will it be one of the younger guys? Garner Langlow, Colby Smith, 2 4-star guys that Auburn brought in. They're both redshirt freshmen. So,
Andy, am I missing something? Because Troxell's not on the list.
I did not put his name on there. It was an omission on my part.
Okay.
But, yeah, he is in that room.
What class is he in?
He's a super senior.
Okay, Andy, so that's 15. This is my point of emphasis with this room. That's 15 names.
Yeah.
And when you include Troxell. 8 of those 15 are seniors.
Yeah. Next year's going to be huge.
Got to get it done. Everybody keeps talking about offensive line. This has got to be the year where our offensive line steps up and says, no mas. We're tired of hearing it.
Yeah.
We're going to get it done. You've got 8 seniors out of 15 names on these lines. So,
you're never going to be more experienced than Auburn is right now. On the offensive
not
line.
for a while. Yeah, well, Brahms is going to be the
and that recruiting class better be a big one to replace all those guys.
That's the thing. Brahms is going to be your leader at the center position. But, you've got and Troxell's a tackle or a guard?
Tackle.
So that's 4 senior tackles, 2 senior guards, and 2 senior centers. That bodes well on paper.
Yeah.
So as much as we have maligned the offensive line play in the past, and let's be honest, under the previous regime, recruiting of offensive linemen had just really gone way down. So that is the position, and everybody knows in the SEC you win on both lines. It just starts there.
Yep.
So hopefully we're what's the word? Optimistic.
Yeah. Certainly, I am optimistic as far as that's concerned because of those guys. If they all come back healthy, if the health is good, then I think there's a lot of possibilities out there, and you could use that depth, and that could definitely be beneficial. Looking on the other side of the football, defense, I love the tackle position. You got Colby Wood and Marcus Harris coming back. Jeffrey Imba is the guy you're going to be counting on from junior college, #1 junior college defensive lineman in the country. The guy that's got to step up to me is Zykevius Walker. If he can provide some depth in that interior at the defensive tackle position, then you feel really good about it. You bring back he and Marquise Burks both. Marquise Burks, a lot was expected of him. Last year I felt like he kind of underachieved a little bit, but you bring over Jason Jones from Oregon. That's the one you're talking about, just a monster.
He's a refrigerator freezer. That's what he is. He's huge. I had the binoculars on him Saturday, and then I was watching. Yeah, movement. He's huge.
What do you lose Tony Fair, who was can he give you what Tony Fair? Or more?
I think so, and he's even bigger.
Okay.
He's going to plug. He's going to hopefully draw a double team. Mm-hmm. And freeing up an extra defender. He's huge. So we'll just I'll leave it at that. It's interesting for the possibilities there. But you're right. Tackle, I like those first 3 names on the line for sure with Wooden, Harris, and Mba, and Marquise Burks and Jason Jones. And really, edge and linebackers, I have no worries.
Edge, you got 3 guys out there for 2 positions. Yeah. Derek Hall, Iku Leota, and Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks has stepped it up, and they really like his possibilities for this upcoming year. You'd like to have another guy you could throw out there, as well as a pass rusher, if there is one in the portal. That would definitely be beneficial for Auburn. But as you mentioned, linebacker, you start running down some of that. Owen Papo, Wesley Steiner, Cam Riley, the transfer from North Carolina.
Had a great spring game, by the way.
Sante, which
Riley.
one? Yes, he did. Joko Willis, Desmond Tisdale, I don't quite know. And then the freshman, Powell Gordon, and Robert Woodyard. He might be the dark horse.
Coming in.
Robert Woodyard to get in there and get some early playing time at the linebacker position. So,
and I like old Joko. I like his name.
He's
first
a
of
hitter.
all.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Smoke, almost the same body type, that same enthusiasm, jumping around, excited and getting after it. And, we talked last year about why haven't we seen Dylan Brooks? Well, he was a freshman.
Yeah.
And obviously he has learned the system and has come on, and I think he's a dark horse as well.
The defensive backs need to be a strong suit with Jalen Simpson, Nehemiah Pritchett, Zion Puckett all coming back. Marquise Gilbert, number one. Defensive back in junior college. Donovan Kaufman, a year extra of experienced. DJ James coming over from Oregon.
Dark
so
horse.
You've got some experience there. You got some talent there as well. Hopefully Auburn can cover the pass a little bit better than it did last year.
DJ James, Caleb Wood.
Caleb Wood is huge. Yeah. He's played really well.
Yep.
We got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after these messages.
Lake Martin has a new car buying experience. It's the TR Group of Alex City on Cherokee Road. The TR Group has up to 100 late model vehicles to choose from and will not be beat on price, selection, or financing. With the TR Group, your selection and quality is easy and your good credit is rewarded. But we offer guaranteed financing on our inventory because your future is more important than your past. The TR Group, Lake Martin's new standard in auto sales. Located at 814 Cherokee Road, Alex City, USA.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Whether you prefer bricks, clicks, or taps, there's one place built around all your needs. For whatever it is you want to do. Even if your needs change, we'll be right there with you, making it all possible. Because you never know when a new addition will come along. So walk in, log on, or tap away. Either way, Valley's built to help you do you. Wherever life takes you, we'll be right there with you.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs. Or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
The water level may be down, but that doesn't mean it's not a great time to consider selling your lake home, acreage, or condo, as it's worth more money now than ever before, as there are far more buyers than there are homes available. Ask yourself, how much money am I leaving on the table, and why am I trying to do this alone when I can call Century 21 Lake Area Realty and get more for my property than what it's worth and let them do all the work?
Hi, I'm Rhonda Gaskin, Century 21 Lake Area Realty. We're ready to jump in and do the work for you.
Call 256-825-4800. Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River Region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, 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 Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Just a couple more segments left in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center with 10 locations around central Alabama. For all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. Bill says offensively we will be as good or as bad as our offensive line play. If they can't open up better running lanes for the backs, every position group will struggle. We've got to control the ball, time of possession, and keep the defense fresh for late in the game. No disagreement there. Definitely run blocking is going to be a big issue. If you can get Tank some open lanes, I'm sure that would and Hunter for that matter as well. But
yes.
Get those guys out in the open field, boy, you really like your chances.
And protecting the quarterback so that he has time to go through his progressions before he decides whether he needs to bail or not. And
running for his life.
North-south,
yeah,
hopefully, this year.
And if it's T.J. Finley, he won't be running anywhere but backwards.
No, it'll be a sack. It'll be a sack.
Yeah.
It will. So, you know, it's funny because, you know, I don't like to crack on players. I'm just, from what we've seen, there's not enough mobility that has been shown that we feel comfortable with that. Am I right?
You're right.
Okay. So
you mentioned special teams. We were talking during the break. Anders Carlson coming back off that knee injury. Oscar Chapman coming back. He was a weapon as a punter. That could be a big deal.
Not worried about
Alex
that.
McPherson, the freshman coming in, a huge leg for him, and that's going to be an interesting. That's going to be something to keep your eye on. He could win the starting job. Alex McPherson could. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
I think if Anders is healthy, they'll bring McPherson along, let him do some kicking. But if Anders is struggling still with that leg, McPherson, he'll come in and take the job.
Yeah.
He's that good.
Hopefully so.
Yeah.
I've said hopefully quite a bit. Now, look, I use that
Hope
word.
Hope springs eternal.
I use that word because I don't take anything for granted.
That's right.
I do believe a lot of these guys, and there is a lot of these, you know, we've mentioned several guys that need to step up, that need to have a good fall practice, that need to make some progress moving forward. But, you know, there's injuries that always happen, and you hope this and I hope against. That was one really good thing about spring, no major injuries.
Yes.
That was huge because we lost. And that is the one thing, you know, Jeremiah Wright, they've got him moved back to guard on the offensive line. But if we're talking about the defensive line, if we're talking about how deep the offensive line is, I don't know why you wouldn't want him to give him a shot, because Derek Mason loved him on the defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Bill says, I'd like to see the QBs because they want to run, not because they have to.
Yeah, Bill,
that's a good point.
That's the key.
For sure.
That definitely. That's why I'm talking about the pass protection. Time to read your progressions and go through your options before, rather than, 2.5 seconds and here we go.
Yeah.
In any direction imaginable.
As I mentioned, Auburn and Mississippi State tonight. That's at 7 o'clock on the SEC Network national television audience tonight, and then you'll get the SEC Network Plus for the Friday and Saturday games. But Hayden Mullins going tonight. He was really good in his last start. He's 2-1 with the 3.04 ERA. He'll go against Brandon Smith. That's the one thing Mississippi State has struggled with the most. 5.39 ERA.
Yeah.
5.23 ERA as a team.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and their batting average as a team is not very.
Got to take advantage of that if you're Auburn.
Yeah. They're hitting 272 as a team, and their top guy has a 314 average. We got a couple of guys batting over 400.
Yeah. 59 home runs, though.
Yeah, third in the country.
They give up. They hit a lot of home runs, but if you can keep them in the ballpark, then you feel really good about it if you're Auburn.
And here's the thing, Andy. Obviously, you'd love to sweep, but that's almost impossible to do on the road in the SEC. If we can get tonight's game or Friday's game, you try JoJo Gonzalez out there, 4-0 with a 1.95 ERA, and he was brilliant Sunday. 104 pitches.
I don't know if
81
you're ever
strikes.
going to see a complete game from an SEC starter.
Yeah.
Those are extremely rare, and he made it look easy.
He did. We're talking about he cruised. He really did. He just cruised Sunday. Strike.
Didn't lose a lot of velocity as far as the ninth inning is concerned. Of course, he's not a guy that's going to go out there and run it up in 95.
Yeah.
He relies on movement, and everything was working.
He keeps the ball down, Andy. And I've noticed this, and I'm not going to crack on umpires. It's a hard job, but you had last weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all three of those umpires approached the strike zone slightly differently. And as a pitcher, you have to adjust to that. But if we get an umpire Sunday that's calling that low strike, Gonzalez is sitting up there on the hill laughing.
Yeah.
Because he's keeping that baseball knee level or just below. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
No doubt. Trace Bright will go on Friday. He's the tough luck guy, 2-3, but only 3.38 ERA. I mean, he hasn't pitched terrible, but it would be nice to get him off to a good start and get him some run support.
He had a rough outing last weekend.
He did.
Yeah, we need to that's true.
Auburn going for have not won 4 straight SEC Road Series. They have won 4 straight Road Series for the first time since 1997. Have not won 5 straight Road Series since 95. So some history on the line here, going all the way back to 1990, going back to my day at Auburn. But
and Andy, we're the only team from SEC West with 2 of its 3 series wins coming away from home. I'd mentioned that on the show last week. We almost play better away from home than we do at Plainsman.
It's strange.
After the Vanderbilt series, I have to tweak that a little bit. I got to give them some credit.
Yes.
But phenomenal to play away from home that well.
9-3 away from Plainsman Park.
Wow.
That's
tough to do in our league.
Very tough to do. Tigers win in the series opener against Vanderbilt. Butch Thompson's 200th win. So hopefully he will continue to pad that record, pad that win total at Auburn. Auburn 93, 113, and 1 all time against Mississippi State, including 35 and 59, but has won 2 of the last 3 series in start in 15 and 17. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
They'll be hanging from the rafters this weekend.
Auburn's had some good fortune over there. Yeah. So, and what's Duty Noble?
Duty Noble.
Duty Noble.
Unbelievable stadium.
Yeah, very, very nice. They're probably the best in the country.
Yeah, have to be.
All right, we got to take another break, but we'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday afternoon. Auburn going for their 7th national championship in equestrian. Today, actually, their top 8 seeds competing there in Ocala, Florida. Auburn, the number 2 seed, going up against the number 7 seed. SMU, they have postponed that until 1:30 so they could obviously watch the Auburn Blitz. We appreciate that. Number 1 seed, you have Oklahoma State going up against the number 8 seed Fresno State, number 3 seed Texas A&M, and number 6 seed Baylor. And then the 4 and 5 seed is TCU and Georgia. So Auburn has been the preeminent program as far as equestrian sports are concerned. And, again, going for their 7th national championship under Coach Greg Williams. So good luck to the ladies in the equestrian.
What do we call them? The ladies?
Cowgirls? I don't know.
It's interesting that Oklahoma State Cowboys are the number 1 seed in equestrian.
It is, yeah, that's true.
I didn't know if they had a nickname or what do we call an I don't know. Good luck to the Tigers.
Yeah, good luck to the Tigers. That's all you can say for sure. It is somewhat of a momentous day, April the 14th. Kind of some dark history on this day.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln shot in the head by John Wilkes Booth. I think his personal his bodyguard, Abraham Lincoln, why was John Wilkes Booth had such easy access? I think he was across the street getting a beer.
Is that right?
I think so. That's he not real.
Is that true historic trivia?
I think that's true.
Is that just an Andyism?
I think that's true.
How about that?
1912. That was 1865, obviously. 1912. The RMS Titanic hits an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. tonight off the coast of Newfoundland, and it would sink into the water. King of the world. It would sink. Abraham Lincoln didn't die until actually tomorrow, and the Titanic didn't sink until tomorrow. But
Andy, I'm sorry, I have to take issue. As a musician, the movie, those musicians, they're in knee-deep water and they're still sitting there playing. Oh, heck no. My trumpet's in the case and I'm out of there.
Was it Nearer My God to Thee? Was that?
Yes. Yeah. I take issue with that.
So you don't think they played?
Those jokers were packed up, man. The guy said, "Forget these drums. I'm out."
The musicians were the first ones in the boat.
Doggone right. And then they might have been playing from the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a little history for you.
Happy birthday today, Rod Steiger, Academy Award-winning actor in Heat of the Night, as well as on the Waterfront. Great movie with Marlon Brando. I could have been a contender. Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynn.
Loretta. The coal miner's daughter. Happy birthday to 1932. She was born still kicking, still getting it done. Pete Rose, born on this day, the all-time hits leader, 1941. Julie Christie, another Academy Award-winning actress. Dr. Zhivago.
Ah, yes.
Richie Blackmore from Deep Purple.
He's a guitarist.
Smoke
on the Water.
Smoke on the Water. Very good. Brad Garrett, the brother from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, God.
Big, tall guy.
His voice.
Yep. Stan Humphries led the San Diego Chargers to the Super Bowl. Got hammered by the 49ers, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
David Justice came up as Dave Justice, hit a few home runs, and then became David Justice.
Baseball player formerly known as Dave.
There you go. Thank you very much. It's something about the Braves. I don't know. David Justice, 1966. Greg Maddux, 1966, same day. Steve Avery, 1970. All born on this day.
Braves Day.
Anthony Michael Hall, born on this day, 1968.
What was that movie?
Oh, man. Weird Science, Breakfast Club, 16 Candles.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Johnny Be Good.
That's it.
Man, I mean, he was an icon in the 80s. And member of the Brat Pack. Adrian Brody, born on this day, 1973. They would arrest him now. He was the one who won an Academy Award for The Pianist, and then he went up on stage and kissed Halle Berry. Now, I don't blame him for that. I get it.
He took advantage of an opportunity.
I mean, now they'd put him in jail for, they'd say, well, he attacked her on stage.
Just go up on stage and slap somebody.
This is true, yeah. We've come a long way. Anderson Silva, where's Caleb when I need him? 1975 Ultimate Fighter. Kyle Farnsworth, he was a flamethrower with the Cubs.
Oh, yes.
I always thought he had incredible movement. I mean, he had a curveball that would just drop the bottom fall out. He could throw 98 miles an hour, but he never was really great. I mean, he always struggled.
Did he hit a lot of batters?
Never could figure it out.
Was he was it control?
He was
issue?
a little bit wild, but I don't know what the
I'm
deal
up there and I don't know where it's going. I'm scared.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, I know she is.
And Baker Mayfield, born on this day, the 2017 Heisman winner.
I wonder if he ever got a condo or if he's still living in the stadium.
That's a good question. Great commercials. A lot better than his actual career as an NFL quarterback.
Absolutely.
He's David. I'm Andy. So long from everybody.
Happy Easter, everyone.
We'll talk again soon.